Yeah, tell me more about Burning Man, because this is a huge sort of turning point place in your life, not just the festival, but the community around the festival.
That's how I discovered this community that exists in LA, is through Burning Man.
And it's a very sort of mystical thing. I mean, a lot of people's lives get changed by their experience at Burning Man.
Well, I think, like I said, it's this utopian idea. Like, for 1 week, you're not spending any money. It's completely like...
It's not commercialized.
No, it's not commercialized.
There's no stands to buy T-shirts.
There's no merchandise. There's no... outside sponsors. It's all done from within. There's an organization set up through Burning Man. There are tickets sold, but a lot of that money goes to grants for artists to create environments at the festival. So it's it feeds itself, so to speak. And it's, I don't know, it's just, there's a mentality there that you don't find anywhere else. It's 1 week where people are free to do whatever they want. There's no rules. There's no, expectations from society. It's literally free expression as far as you can take it. And there's like dudes running around that work in cubicles, 9 to 5 during the week, who are running around at Burning Man in dresses. And that has nothing to do with their sexuality. It's just they want to wear a dress for 5 minutes. And
you had a major epiphany at Burning Man.
I did. I just, I was experimenting with some psychedelic substances, and I just looked at the sky, and I just had a moment of clarity where I felt like, okay, you know what? I know why I'm here, to be an entertainer. This is what my purpose is. This is what I've always known from childhood. I've always wanted to do, play make-believe and entertain people and help people escape. And it just was so clear to me in that moment, and also this resonating feeling of personal power. And not from an egotistical sense, but when you just know your own worth and power. And it was a really strong, resonating moment for me where I went, you know what? You need to exist in this realization and just take full advantage of what you've been given and make it happen. Instead of waiting for it to happen to you, you have to make it happen.
See, what I love about this story is so many people drop acid and have that same feeling. But and then it comes down and you go back to being a normal person.
Yeah.
But you came down and you kept it going.
Yeah, I wanted to I did, and I think, I've romanticized the whole concept of that rites of passage. I did a European tour of Hair, the musical, when I was about 22. And that was the first time I'd kind of stepped outside of what I knew, what society had fed me, and really started discovering who I was and what I wanted. And part of that was living the themes that were in that show. But I still hadn't gone as far as that psychedelic experience, and had romanticized it because it's explored in that show so much. And I was like, wow, someday I'll get there and I'll have that moment. And sure enough, a couple years later, I did. So
you did Hair, you did Wicked, right? What is the Big Black Man Show? I love that title.
That's my friend Alana, who's one of my dearest friends. He's one of these performance artists. He put together a show at Burning Man. He actually took me my first year, him and his partner, and a friend of mine came with them as their guests, and they kind of took care of us. Because it's pretty overwhelming the first time you're there. And they have a spread. They create a little bungalow vacation house out in the middle of the desert. They do it right. And he just, his purpose is entertaining as well. We have that in common. And his big mission every year is to put on a show. And he calls it the Big Black Man Show. And so I did it a couple different times, the years that I went to Burning Man, and just found a piece of music to perform and a costume to wear and entertain people, help them escape. That's the whole point.
Yeah.